Welcome back to the Malaysia Money Matters Show. It's the 14th of August 25. Today we're taking a deep dive into a whole stack of recent reports and headlines. Local, international, the lot. Our mission. Really just to cut through the noise, Highlight what truly matters for you. We're talking corporate earnings, political updates, global market shifts. Got a lot to unpack.
We really do. And what's fascinating, I think, is seeing how these different pieces, the small company news and the big global trends, how they all sort of connect.
Absolutely. It's never just one thing in isolation, is it? Okay, let's start right here in Malaysia. Some key corporate news. And it's definitely been, well, a mixed bag.
A real mix.
On the upside, VSTECS had a great quarter, celebrating a, 32% jump in profit?
That's right, 32%. And they're expecting exceptional momentum going forward.
Driven by strong ICT demand. What does that tell us? Bigger picture.
Well, that 32% jump, it's not just VSTECS winning. It signals, broader business confidence, companies investing in IT, digital transformation. That's usually a pretty good sign for productivity, for innovation across the board.
Good point. And sticking with innovation, Yinson, they hit a massive milestone.
Oh, yeah, the Agogo FPSO. Huge deal.
Kicking off a 15-year charter, RM 21 billion. And this vessel, it's basically a floating oil and gas plant, right? But the big thing is the tech.
Exactly. It's the world's first operating FPSO that actually has carbon capture technology built in.
Wow. So that's not just locking in revenue for 15 years.
Not at all. I mean, yes, the revenue is huge, but this is a real statement. It shows a serious commitment to more sustainable operations in the energy sector, tackling emissions right at the source.
A game changer? Maybe.
Could be. It certainly sets a new benchmark, shows what's possible, technically, for the industry globally.
Okay, but like we said, mixed bag. Petronas Chemicals Group, different story there.
Yeah, that was tough news. Their largest quarterly loss since they listed, over RM1 billion.
Ouch. What drove that?
Mainly weaker product spread, so lower profit margins and foreign exchange losses. The currency movements didn't help.
So what happens now? They mentioned a strategic review.
Right. They're looking closely at strategy, cutting costs. It really highlights just how volatile things are in global commodities, and the impact of exchange rates. They need to be agile.
Definitely highlights the risks. Okay, stepping back from single companies, broader economic signs. Nearly RM 15 billion withdrawn from EPF Account 3.
In just over a year, yeah. That's the new flexible account.
That figure seems high. What does it tell us about how people are doing financially?
It's quite sobering, honestly. It strongly suggests a lot of people are facing immediate financial pressures, using retirement savings for short-term needs.
Which could have longer-term impacts.
Absolutely. Less saved for retirement, potential drag on future spending. It's something to watch.
Okay. On a more positive regional note, Johor, it seems to be booming as a digital hub.
Oh, massively. They've greenlit, 42 data center projects?
Yeah, worth a staggering RM 164.4 billion, promising thousands of jobs.
That's huge. It's not just buildings. It's a strategic shift, positioning Johor right at the center of Southeast Asia's digital map. A big vote of confidence.
Okay, let's shift gears. Go international for a moment. Global markets seem pretty optimistic lately.
Yeah, world shares hit a record high recently. A lot of that is hope for U.S. interest rate cuts, especially after some milder inflation data came out over there.
Right. And we even saw Thailand cut its key rate proactively, partly bracing for U.S. tariff impacts.
Exactly. It shows how interconnected everything is. U.S. rate hopes boost markets like ours, potentially attracting investment, but then you have trade tensions lingering, making other countries cautious. It's that hope versus caution balance.
How does that usually filter down to us here?
Well, stronger global sentiment is generally good for emerging markets, but those trade worries, if they escalate, could definitely hit our exports. So we benefit from the optimism, but we're also exposed to the risks.
Makes sense. Okay, back home again. Some crucial legal and social developments, too. The Apex Court ruling on former PM Najib Razak's house arrest bid.
Yes, the court ruled the bid must get a full hearing at the High Court. So that legal process continues, very much alive.
It means the claims will be fully examined through the proper channels.
Precisely. It underscores the commitment to due process, ensuring all legal avenues are explored thoroughly. Important for the legal system.
And then, very sadly, the inquest ordered into the death of 13-year-old Zara Quirina.
Yeah, truly heartbreaking. That came after public concern, claims of bullying.
It really forces us to ask difficult questions, doesn't it? About child safety, school environments, bullying.
Absolutely. An inquest is a vital step for transparency, for accountability. Hopefully it leads to changes that better protect kids, a really stark reminder of vulnerabilities.
And just briefly, on the global stage, other things are shifting. U.S. human rights reporting seems to be adjusting its tone towards some partners.
Yeah, that's been noted. Scaling back criticism in some areas in the latest report might signal changing diplomatic priorities, perhaps.
While the awful situation in Gaza continues, more attacks, talk of displacement.
It's just a constant, profound humanitarian crisis, underscores the huge complexities, the sensitivities in global affairs. You see these headlines, but the human cost is immense.
So wrapping this all up, what does it mean for you listening?
Well, I think today's dive really shows how everything connects, doesn't it? Local business resilience, the struggles, the big legal cases, global politics, market moods.
It all ripples outwards and inwards. Even things that seem distant can touch our lives here.
Definitely gives you a lot to think about, how these pieces fit together in your own understanding of the world right now.
Keep asking those questions. Keep digging deeper. And on that note, please remember to subscribe to the Malaysia Money Matters podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you would like a deeper dive into all the investment opportunities from today's news, subscribe to my newsletter at moneymatters.substack.com. I will be sharing a deeper analysis of the key investment opportunities from today's news, including what makes these opportunities stand out and how they fit into the broader market trends. By subscribing to the Malaysia Money Matters newsletter, you will also get exclusive insights on my watch list and portfolio and fundamental reports on Malaysian listed companies.